everybody's doing really well today. So I am here to do another new releases video because why not? I absolutely love these. I have like a list on Amazon where I always add things, and my list is getting kind of long again, even though I just did a video like this. So I figured I would jump on again and talk about more like either upcoming releases or recent releases, because I think everybody enjoys seeing like what other new goodies are on the market. Per usual, I will link absolutely everything down below. And while chatting to you today, I'll be coloring in my Disney Hatchet Heroes Vitro book, because this book does not get enough love in my opinion, at least like in my collection. And I am working on a Winnie the Pooh page. Like, this is what I have so far. I am going to move on to the background. I've picked out my colors. I'm working with my Brute Funner pencils, and this is actually a buddy color with Disney Color. I will leave her information down below. I know she's already finished her picture and she's just waiting on me being the slowpoke that I am with the coloring and such. But I am gonna zoom on in a bit and then we'll start talking about the new and exciting books. So for the background, I've decided to use shades of green because I think it will complement all of these colors nicely. And I don't know, when I think of like Winnie the Pooh and the gang, I think of like the forest and just nature and such. But yeah, so the first books I'm going to talk about today, I'm actually counting just as one book, even though it's actually 4 different books. And that is because it's technically a collection, and it is the brand new Harry Potter like house themed books that are coming out. So they're coming out on September 28th of this year, and the 4 books are for the 4 different houses within Hogwarts. So they obviously have a Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and each book has characters from the movies that were from those particular houses. Or I don't know, like for example, in the Gryffindor one, the fat lady is pictured, like the lady that will let you into the not the homeroom. Gosh, what is it called? House room? I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, and then characters and such. Actually, they have provided some previews on Facebook. So if any of those sound interesting to you, I would highly recommend, sorry, not Facebook, Amazon. If that sounds interesting to you, I would highly recommend checking out Amazon, because you can see like, I don't know, a handful of the images. I looked at the Slytherin one and the Gryffindor one, and I kind of want to get the Slytherin one. I have one other Harry Potter book, and it's like a collection. It was like an anniversary or something like that collection that I got for Christmas from a friend, and I love that book. So tempted. I don't know, they look really cool, and I've had my eye on these books for a while, but there was like no previews and like no information about what to expect, but the artwork is wonderful. And if you have one of the other Harry Potter books and you liked the style, then I think this will be right up your alley. Also, these pencils are blending really poorly. Like, I really don't like how that looks. Oh my goodness, fabulous. So yes, there's 4 of those. And right now they're listed at $10.99 in US dollars as the pre-order price, and then I'm assuming, it might change and you'll get refunded or upcharged. Or no, I think you're guaranteed that price. So either that's how much it's going to cost you or they're going to refund you. So the next book is going to be released on April 26, 2022. So really far away. And it is the Happy Blossoms coloring book by Mary Tanana. I can't say that I've heard of this artist before, but there are 32 line art designs of flowers, butterflies, and birds and such. And to me, it looks very like, I don't know, like folk art or like maybe Scandinavian art style. It looks like something you would like maybe take markers to, so They are one-sided, so you would be able to use your alcohol markers. And again, there are 32 images, no duplicates, and the pages are perforated. So I think if you enjoy that kind of like really mindless, put some color to the paper, again, single-sided, which is fabulous, then this might be a good choice. Again, it's coming out next year, so far away, and it is currently $9.99. I'm really unhappy with how this is looking. Oh gosh, one of those days, I guess. The next two books are by Neko Girls. And the first one is The Forest of Whimsical Delights. I don't have anything by this artist, but I've seen some flips of like other books because I think some of the books are also available on Etsy if I'm not mistaken, and they look really, really nice. And this book has 80 line art designs, so not grayscale. It will be released on March 29th of 2022. Another one that's really far away. And it's currently $16.99 in US prices. And it says 80 line art designs of fairy tale inspired forest animals that capture a magical and charming setting in nature. Yes. It says full spread designs and standalone designs on individual pages offer a variety of coloring options. So to me, it sounds like it would have some double page spreads, but also like single page spreads. But I don't know if it's going to be single-sided. To me, it sounds like it's going to be a double-sided book. So if you're somebody that uses exclusively alcohol markers, I don't know if this bad boy is for you. But again, I've seen like flips of his other books or hers. I'm sorry, I don't know. And it looks really, really nice. All right, so moving on to a book that's actually already been released, but it's quite new and I have seen very minimal things on it. But it's another Deborah Muller book, and it's called Fairy Portraits. It was released on June 9th of this year, and it is $7.91, but in euros. I joined the Deborah Muller Facebook group kind of recently, and a lot of people have been posting their like completed pages in this book on the Facebook page, and they look so pretty. And I think it's actually also like kind of different compared to what she's released before, because it is like a bigger, it's a portrait, so you're not getting the full body. It's just mainly the head and like shoulders and just like magical, whimsical like detail. It looks really, really pretty. So there are 35 pages, and I think it's single-sided. Yeah, so the book is single-sided. I don't know if it has duplicates. It might be just, I think, just single, like you get the one image. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen many things done in it on Instagram. I've just seen things on her, what is it called? Facebook page. But then also it says the length of the book is 81 pages, so maybe there are duplicates in there. I don't know. I don't own any Deborah Muller books. Actually, I think I bought a PDF of hers off of Etsy. Now I can't remember. But so I don't know what the standard is. I think the standard is single. I don't know. You're gonna have to correct me on that one. But yes, this was released on June 9th, and it looks really cute. I think if you like coloring like fairies and people, and in general you like Deborah Muller's work, then maybe check out this bad boy, because it looks really nice. And her books are always nicely priced, and I feel like you can't go wrong with a Deborah Muller book. I don't know, I've only ever heard really good things. The next book is Precious. It was released on June 12th. I haven't seen a single person talk about it, but it is called Adorable Cats, and it is by Happy Coloring, I think is the printing press, but then the artist behind it is Amanda Neal. And it's just a bunch of cats. There are 30 images, and I believe they're single-sided, but it looks so cute. And fortunately, if you go on Amazon, you can like see the back of the book, and therefore you could see like a handful. I think you get to see 9 of the images, and it's just really cute cats doing random cat things. So I think if you're a cat person, you know, this is a good choice. But yeah, I think the title of the book just hits it on the head. The cats are really adorable. In euros, this book is $6.33, so not a bad price for 30 pages. Yeah, I'm assuming the paper is not going to be the best quality, but you can always, you know, copy it or just use the paper that it comes on and just have a great time and make the best of it. I have actually never like photocopied a page onto better paper. I'm not really picky, but I understand why people are, especially if you're using like a water medium. You know, you want to have an appropriate paper for that. And I feel like Amazon printed books are not the best for water mediums, right? But yeah, moving on. The next book is a Coco Wyo creation, and it is called Neko Girls. I'm not sure. Neko, so excuse my poor pronunciation. But again, Coco Wyo is on it, you know, kicking butts and taking names. But it was released on June 8th. Again, the only reason I heard about it is because I follow them on Instagram. I haven't really seen anybody talk about it. In full transparency, it's not my kind of book. I don't really like chibi, like anime kind of coloring. It's just not something that I gravitate towards. But I know so many people love it, right? And even from the cover, it looks precious. It has 40 illustrations of the cutest chibi cat girls. Oh my. And let's see, they're single-sided and yeah, unique 40 images. So that's not duplicates. And yeah, unfortunately you can't see any previews, which I think is kind of standard for Coco Wyo. I don't know, I haven't looked at their books in a while, but I feel like most of the time they don't give you a preview. But since it's been out since June 8th, I'm assuming you might be able to find some sort of flip somewhere, or I know they talked about or like showed pictures of the book on their Instagram. So, you know, subscribing or like following printing companies or artists is something kind of new to me, but I'm honestly loving it because you get like sneak previews or like behind the scenes, or you know, you hear about upcoming releases like way in advance. So I've been loving that. If you enjoy these videos of like seeing what's going to be coming out, I highly recommend you subscribe to like your favorite artists on some sort of social media, because you do, you know, there's many perks to it. You get to see things in advance, and just, I don't know, it's nice. It's very nice. I have to say, like, out of like the artists and stuff that I'm subscribed to on, or I follow on Instagram, I think Rita Berman is the most like sociable one. I don't know, like she will like comment on your pictures, like she will repost your photos, like your artwork and stuff. Like if you ever post a Rita Berman completed picture, make sure to tag her in it. She's wonderful. Moving on to the next book, and this is also one that I saw on Instagram, and it is Global Beauties by Demita Victoria. And this is, well, the one I'm looking at is the like light gray scale. I'm assuming there's also a line art version of it, but please don't quote me on that. I know you can also buy these books on Etsy. I will link just the Amazon one below. But It's really, really pretty. The paperback is €9.62 in euros. I believe the book you can also get in hardback if that's something that you would prefer. But if you go on Amazon, somebody actually in the comments down below showed a bunch of the pictures, like took pictures of them, so you can get a nice preview before you bite the bullet and purchase the book. It is €9.62 in euros. I don't know if I mentioned that. I feel like I did. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. But yeah, it has really, really beautiful girls inside from, you know, all over the world, hence the name Global Beauties. But I do really like it, and I feel like with a light grayscale, it might be interesting if you are new to grayscale. You know, if you're somebody like myself, I've actually never colored anything grayscale. So we'll see. I've been eyeing Demita Victoria's books because so many of them are on Etsy, so I could get it, or you can get it as a PDF as well. And then if you, you know, mess something up, you can just easy peasy reprint it. So love that. But yes, this book was released on June 14th, and I haven't seen anybody talk about it, except for, you know, them on their Insta. But moving right along, the next one is a Downton Abbey coloring book, because why not? I used to love this show. I was like resisting watching it. I don't know why. Everybody told me to be like, oh my God, watch it. Like, it's just right up your alley. And for some reason, I was always like, no, like, I'm like too good for it. I'm not. I started watching the show, like fell in love with it. I've seen all the seasons. I never saw the movie. I think there was a movie, right? I can't remember. But I saw all the seasons. I've watched season 1 and 2 a few times. I have to say, I love like the bitterness, or like the commentary from the grandma. Was it Maggie Smith, I think is her name? She is the one that's also in Harry Potter. I think it's Maggie Smith. Again, please don't quote me on that. But her character is amazing. She's an amazing actress. So, and I mean, this show has also won so many awards for a reason. It's great. But yes, sorry, I like just fangirled over the show and completely did not mention the book. But the book was released on the 28th of June, so end of last month. It is listed at €6.27 in euros, which I was surprised by how low that is. I was expecting it to be in the teens, but always nice when things are affordable. It just has pictures from the show. Kind of simple. I don't know. Let's see how many pages there are. It says the book is a total of 70 pages, but I'm assuming that also includes like the For You page or like color testing pages and stuff. So I don't think there's 70 pages of images to color, but probably something close to that. So very nice. I think if you like the show and you like coloring people, this would probably be a good one. I also kind of think maybe this one will have some of just like the rooms, maybe, you know, the kitchen, because we see that room a lot, or like is it the library, where a lot of the time they like hang out and have tea and such. And yeah, why not? I mean, we already discussed the Harry Potter books, you know, just buy up all the the TV show based ones. I don't know, I feel like that's really kind of a lot of pressure. At least like I would feel a lot of pressure, because you know what these characters look like, so you feel kind of like the pressure to make them look like they do on TV, which is like impossible. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I stress myself out all the time. But I don't know, I think the show is great. Even if you don't think the coloring book is for you, but you've been considering watching the show, please take this as a sign to give it a shot, because it's very nice. And Maggie Smith just can do no wrong. That woman is hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And then the last book I wanted to mention today is by Selena Fenech, and it is the Wild Magic Witches and Wizards coloring book. This was released on June 21st, and it is currently $8.92 in euros. And it has single-sided images, and it has 25 images. Sorry, how many times can I say images? It has 25 pictures, and that is actually it. So I think that was about 12 books or so. And yeah, I do these videos quite often, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I will link the whole playlist if you want to check out some new upcoming things. So even if the video's been out for a bit, you know, a lot of the books that I talk about are going to be released like later in the year, so they're still pending, you know. And I did just make one of these videos, gosh, like 2 weeks ago maybe. So if you enjoyed hearing about the new and exciting things, I would highly recommend checking out the other videos and getting your hands on these lovely and amazing books. I know I'm a sucker for pre-ordering things. I have, I think, 3 pre-orders currently pending. I honestly can't even remember. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.